Being good to a woman is admirable, no question about it. But cross that line, and you're not being the strong, independent guy you should be. You're just a simp. In this video, I'm breaking down the absolute no-goes, the things you should never, ever do for a woman if you want to keep your respect and stand out. Number 1. Never lose your own dreams and goals for a woman. Listen, it's easy to get caught up in trying to impress or please someone else, but the moment you start sidelining your own ambitions, that's where you go wrong. You've got to have a solid backbone, your own plans and dreams. If you're ditching your passions or altering your life's path just to fit into someone else's picture, you're not just selling yourself short, you're building a life on shaky ground. Remember, a relationship should be about mutual growth, not sacrificing who you are. Keep your goals front and center and find someone who respects and supports them, not someone who expects you to give them up. Number 2. Never go all out on a first date. Here's the thing, first impressions matter, but there's a fine line between making a good impression and going overboard. When you pull out all the stops on a first date, going extravagant with fancy dinners, expensive gifts, or over-the-top gestures, you're setting a precedent that's hard to maintain and potentially misrepresenting who you are. Let's put it into perspective. A first date is about getting to know each other. It's not a competition or a performance. By going too big too soon, you risk creating an artificial environment that doesn't really say who you are or what you're about. It's not about being cheap or unromantic. It's about being authentic. You want to start on a real note, something genuine that gives both of you a chance to connect on a personal level, not just be dazzled by the glitz. Keep it simple, keep it real. Choose activities or settings that allow you to have a meaningful conversation and understand each other. This approach not only helps set a comfortable pace for the relationship, but also shows that you value substance over style. Number 3. Never let yourself get disrespected. This is non-negotiable. Respect is the cornerstone of any relationship, and once it's missing, everything else starts to crumble. If you find yourself in situations where you're being belittled, taken for granted, or disrespected in any form, it's a glaring red flag. Understand this. Allowing disrespect is not a sign of patience or love. It's a sign of losing your self-worth. You've got to have the self-respect to draw a line and say, no more. It's not about being confrontational, but about standing up for yourself. If someone can't treat you with basic respect, they don't deserve a place in your life. This is where you need to be firm and clear. Communicate your feelings and set boundaries. If those boundaries are crossed, be prepared to walk away. Number 4. Never beg or bribe for a date. This ties directly into the principle of not allowing yourself to be disrespected. When you resort to begging or bribing to get someone's attention or time, you're not just undervaluing yourself, you're also setting a foundation that's anything but healthy. Begging or using incentives to get a date screams of desperation and a lack of self-esteem. It sends a message that you don't believe you're worthy of interest based on your own merits. This isn't just unattractive, it's fundamentally damaging to how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you. You want to be with someone who's excited to be with you, not someone who's there because of what you can give them or how much you plead. A relationship should start on equal footing, with both parties showing genuine interest and enthusiasm. If you find yourself having to convince someone to spend time with you, it's a clear sign that it's not the right match. Hold your head high, know your worth, and wait for the person who recognizes and appreciates it without any need for persuasion or bribery. That's the kind of connection that's worth pursuing. Number 5. Never ignore your own needs and feelings. This is crucial because the moment you start neglecting your own emotional and mental well-being for the sake of a relationship, you're heading down a path of imbalance and potential resentment. In any healthy relationship, your needs, feelings, and opinions are just as important as your partner's. Compromise is necessary, but it should never mean completely sidelining what you feel or need. When you constantly put someone else's needs above your own, you're not being noble or selfless. You're setting yourself up for loss of identity and self-worth. Communication is key here. You have to be able to express your feelings and needs openly and honestly. If you're feeling overlooked, undervalued, or just not listened to, these are signs that the relationship dynamics need to be reevaluated. Number 6. Never ignore red flags. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new connection and overlook behaviors or situations that are warning signs. These red flags could be anything from dishonesty, lack of respect, to inconsistent behavior. Why is this important? Ignoring these warning signs often leads to bigger problems down the road. It's like building a house on a weak foundation. Eventually, things will start to crumble. When you choose to overlook these issues, you're not only compromising your standards, but also setting yourself up for potential heartache and disappointment. Pay attention to how she treats you, how she talks about others, how she handles conflict, and her overall integrity. If something feels off, don't brush it aside. Trust your instincts. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and genuine affection, not on ignoring troubling signs. Remember, it's better to be alone for the right reasons than with someone for the wrong ones. Your peace of mind and self-respect are worth more than staying in a problematic relationship. Number 7. Never compromise your friendships and family for her. It's a common mistake to get so wrapped up in a romantic relationship that you start to neglect the other important relationships in your life. Your friends and family have been your support system long before this relationship and will likely be there long after. Why is this balance so important? Your friends and family offer perspective, support, and a sense of belonging that's different from what you get in a romantic relationship. They help keep you grounded and provide a sense of continuity in your life. When you isolate yourself from these relationships, you not only hurt those who have been there for you, but you also deprive yourself of their support and love. Maintaining a healthy balance between your romantic relationship and your relationships with friends and family is crucial. It's about managing your time and priorities so that you can nurture all important aspects of your life. Remember, a well-rounded life includes a variety of relationships, each contributing to your growth and happiness. Never let a romantic relationship consume you to the point where you lose touch with those who have always been in your corner. Number 8. Never chase after someone who is not interested. Pursuing someone who has clearly shown they're not interested is not only demeaning to yourself, but it's also a waste of your time and energy. There's a big difference between showing interest and chasing after someone. Why is this so important? Chasing someone who doesn't reciprocate your feelings can damage your self-esteem and self-worth. It can make you feel undervalued and unworthy. Remember, you want to be with someone who is as excited to be with you as you are with them. A relationship should be built on mutual interest and respect, not one-sided effort. It's crucial to recognize and accept when someone is not interested. Respect their feelings, and more importantly, respect yourself enough to walk away. There's dignity in understanding that not every person you like will like you back, and that's okay. It opens the door for you to find someone who truly appreciates and values what you bring to a relationship. So keep your head high, your dignity intact, and move forward to someone who sees and cherishes your worth. These are the hard truths every man needs to hear. It's not just about being in a relationship, it's about being in the right one with respect, trust, and mutual growth at its core. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you found this content valuable. Now, to uncover the next best way to level up as a man, dive into the video here.